Nothing like a cup of coffee in the morning, right? I know some of you out there probably have mugs bigger than this, but yeah, this is my special little coffee cup. And honestly, even though you see me drinking coffee right now, I'm not really a big coffee drinker. When I say I'm not a big coffee drinker, that shocks a lot of people because I had the type of international business developer job. I was the electrical engineer. I live in the DC metro area. For those who don't understand, the traffic here is crazy. You have to get up pretty much before 5 a.m. You have to leave your house before 5 a.m. if you're going to take any of the major routes to get to and from wherever you work or live at in the Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., Maryland metro area. It's just crazy. When you live that type of lifestyle, the number one thing you always see whenever you go to your jobs are people come there and they're like just deadbeat tired. And they're walking in with their cups of coffee, or they head straight over to the break room and get their cups of coffee. And it becomes just like this part of the lifestyle, is your routine. And it becomes accepted that you have to have coffee to get through your day. So imagine you start your day off that way every single day, 5 days a week. That's your lifestyle. That's your lifestyle. Over time, what happens is you kind of get this addiction to the caffeine. I shouldn't have to tell you that, caffeine is a drug. There's a reason we call it a drug. It is very addictive. When the reason we drink caffeine, or coffee in particular, is because of the caffeine. Majority of the people don't drink coffee because they love the taste. Because if that was the case, if we love the taste so much, why is there so many variations of creamers? Why can people not drink their coffee black? It's because, we want the caffeine and we want our sweet indulgence to be taken care of as well. So imagine this. We have something called caffeine in coffee, which is addictive. And then we add something called sugar, which we know is addictive as well. And if you're like, oh my gosh, it's addictive, come on, think about it. When it comes towards the food you eat, which would you always prefer? The ice cream, the pies, or the kale, or the spinach, freshly picked from nature? Nah, you're always going to go with the sugar because that's what happens inside of our brains, inside of our bodies. When we get that sugar on our tongue, we want more, we want more, we want more. So when we get that caffeine going in our system, we get pumped up, we get excited because it's a drug. So both of those are drugs. How they affect you internally is a drug. It releases certain chemicals, certain hormone functions that causes you or your body to go in a different state. So when you get that sugar, you got that craving, that satisfaction. So you got those dopamines going. It's like, yeah, that's the good stuff. You're always seeking for enjoyment. And eating sweet stuff is a pleasure. So when you have these good old, frappuccinos, lattes, all these fancy coffee ideas, they all play into the things we shouldn't be putting in our body consistently. And so for all of us, who travel, who work all the time, too many of us cave in, and this becomes a ritual, an everyday thing, an everyday thing, an everyday thing. So I kind of just want you to kind of check yourself a little bit. Really think about why you're getting what you're getting. So I can't sit here and say that coffee is evil, all coffee is bad. No, coffee started out as a great thing. It's just we abuse it like we do everything else that's healthy in our lives. We just over sweeten it and drink way too many cups of coffee throughout the day, and we count on coffee to get us through the day. If you're counting on a substance to get you through the day, guess what? You have a substance problem, and you need to get that in check. When you have a problem, you need to get it fixed. So when it comes towards your coffee, I'm not going to say you need to totally give it up, But if you cannot go more than 2 days without coffee, you have a problem. If you need coffee to get you through your day because you're waking up early and you got the kids and you can't get your work done because you can't concentrate, you can't talk to anyone when you first go to work, you have a serious issue and you need to get that under control. What you need to do, instead of focus on drinking cups of coffee to wake you up in the morning, is you probably should just focus on getting actual sleep. And that may be an also problem for you, is you're not getting enough to sleep to begin with. So you need to focus on that habit. Build that habit up and stop relying on the coffee. And when you do have your coffee, you don't need, 8 cups a day. You want to cut that caffeine back. 1 to 2 cups a day is pretty much what the majority of us should be having if you're a healthy individual. I know for myself, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I did drink coffee when I worked. On occasions, I did have those bad mornings that I did drink the coffee where, I just was dead. I couldn't get no sleep. Totally fine. I get it. It's human. But what happens if you do that every single day is your body starts to degrade itself and you're not getting the proper sleep. And you're forcing yourself to be up by taking that drug. You're up. And eventually you're just going to crash hard. And you don't know when that's going to happen. It may happen on a weekend. It may happen when you're in a gym. It may happen when you're in a meeting, an actual meeting. That's the worst time it can happen. But I know a lot of us have experienced that crash where you're feeling high, you're giving a presentation, you're talking to people, and all of a sudden your energy level just goes down. And a lot of that has to do with the coffee, and especially when we have all those sugars with our coffee. So my takeaway from this video is I'm not bashing coffee. Coffee has its place. But seriously, think about how much coffee you're drinking. If you're drinking more than 2 cups a day, you should cut back. If you're putting tons and tons of sugar into your coffee, you need to cut back. Coffee black is a beautiful thing. There's a lot of health benefits for it. That's why it's really great to have it before you work out. Some type of caffeine. Coffee is the simplest form. There's a lot of supplements out there. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm not a big supplement person. So just a simple cup of coffee for me does the trick before I work out. So just test things out for yourself and just cut back on your coffee and start evaluating over the next couple of days how many cups of coffee you drink, and if you are, an abuser of caffeine and the sugar, because we all abuse the sugar. So just take this video, use it, don't abuse it. But yeah, let's just pay attention to how much coffee we're drinking, and let's try and be safe about this, okay? Don't get addicted. Still have your coffee, just don't get addicted. I'll see you next time.